Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. In this video, you are going to see me make a mistake that I tell you all the time not to make. So you're going to want to stick around and watch this. And when I make that mistake, I am going to come back to you and I'm going to tell you what I did, how it happened, and why you don't want to do that. So without further ado, let's get this log started and stick around and see if you can spot the mistake before I come back to you and tell you what it is I did. Okay, did you see that? Yes, folks, I am human too. I have to tell you that, sometimes we just make mistakes. And in this case, what happened, if you didn't catch it, I split the pith. The dreaded pith. Do not split the pith. I did it here, and I have to tell you, what happened was I had milled this log into a 12 1/8 inch cant both ways, width and height, because I'd had a lot of stress in this cedar that I was milling. And I knew that it's possible, like some of the other logs I'd milled, it may pop in a way that's going to give me crowns on these 1x instead of face bends. And I'm always stressing to get the log positioned right so that doesn't happen. But when you have a really straight log, you just can't always see that. So in this case, I made it 12 1/8, set it up, and I just wasn't paying enough attention. I went ahead, dropped it down to the 6-inch height that I wanted, hit that forward switch, entered the log, and I went, oh crap. Yep, split the pith. Don't split the pith. So I have to tell you, the reason you don't want to split the pith is because when you do, you're actually taking that very center of the log and you're putting it on the edge of two boards. Both of those boards are either going to have to be edged down to take that pith out of them, which if you're milling 1x6s, that means you're not getting 1x6s out of those two boards. You're going to get 1x5s or something like that out of them. You don't want that. And right there, I just hit it. And you know what happens is you have a greater tendency to have that board well, you might call it warping. I would say it could cup, twist, split, all kinds of things that you just don't want. So those two boards are going to be inferior. Now, some might say when you're milling 5,000 board feet of lumber, a couple boards, not that big of a deal. But if you're running a portable sawmill business, one of the things that you want is to produce the best quality lumber you can for the customer, so that they'll call you back or they'll tell their friends about it, right? You want to produce the best possible lumber you can, and you also want to do it in a timely manner so that they're getting the best bang for their buck, especially if, like me, you charge by the hour. So again, yes, folks, I split the pith. I'm human. I make mistakes. And one of the things about this channel, and I will tell you right now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to do so right now, and I appreciate it if you do. But one of the things you're going to get by subscribing to my channel is you're going to see how I mill up all these logs. You're going to find out about those mistakes that I made, and I'm going to share those with you because, one, I want you to know we're all human. Nobody's perfect. Nobody does it right exactly 100% all of the time. And if I can show you when I make a mistake, and I can tell you how I made it and why I don't want to make that mistake, then hopefully if you're someone who runs a sawmill, or if you're a customer and you're looking for a sawyer, you'll actually be able to look for that. You'll know when it happens. Now, in all fairness, we're only talking about 2 boards out of hundreds. So it's not like it's the end of the world. But ultimately, if I can show you the mistakes I make, you can learn by those so that you won't make them. So again, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it if you do. And don't forget to hit that like button for me too. That'll help spread this video around, and other people can, well, see the old jarhead make mistakes. All right, we're getting this cedar knocked down. And I want to say, I have to tell you, I'm going to stop right now. And I didn't say that. My wife says that that's the most common phrase that I use when I'm making sawmill videos. So if you hear me say it, hey, I guess it's a personality quirk. So I have to tell you, I appreciate your watching. I really appreciate your subscriptions and hitting that like button. And do me a favor, go down below, make a comment, tell me what you think. Again, I appreciate you watching. Y'all have a great weekend. The old jarhead out.